Good afternoon, traders. It's 4:07, November 24th, Tuesday, and I'm all done with my aftermarket trading already. I'm only allowed to take 2 trades per session. I took 2, and I'll show you. I got them both on video, and we'll do a little recap here. The first one was really quick, in and out, and it was a break-even trade. It was on F-Tech, and I was getting in for the break of this candle here. Break of that 1 minute candle. So I was already in by the time I pressed record. This candle broke the high of this candle. So that was the play I was getting in. I didn't honestly, like, this popped up so quick and these happened so fast in the aftermarket. I'm familiar with this stock, so I knew it's been trading a lot lately. And, you know, once I saw this big green candle, I thought, you know what, this thing may run. Let me get in for the break of that high, and then my stop loss will be right there. So a nice tight stop. But to be honest with you, I didn't notice this big run by the time I got in. So, you know, maybe that wasn't such a great idea. I was kind of looking at it in the 1 minute time frame, this nice consolidation, which is what I really like to see, and then a break to the upside. So I got in, and this is a really short trade. So you see it popped up there, and then it looks like I tried to sell. Yeah, so I did. I hit and I mishit my keys again. I hit sell all. I meant to sell half on that first pop. And then really weird, look at the way the chart just changed. So I don't know that I was really seeing the real trading that was going on there, because now the chart's saying that 650 was the high of that candle. So, you know, I don't know if that happens on other platforms or if that's a Webull thing. It doesn't happen very frequently on Webull. If it did, I wouldn't be doing the kind of trading I am, but it happens once in a while, and it certainly happened there. But luckily I got out for break even. I lost 2 cents for selling. So then I immediately started looking for another stock, and I don't think it's on this video. Let me just double check, because I got another video. Yeah, and look what F-Tech did. It's a good thing I got out. Yeah, then I was just checking my fills on that. So yeah, let's go to the other video. So the next trade was on Mesa, which I don't know anything about, but it popped up on the top gainers list. I came over, huge green engulfing candle. The range in this candle is nuts. It's almost $1. And there was decent volume on it. And again, it was kind of the same kind of play. You know, if I can get in before the third candle forms, I like to get in to try to catch these runners on the way up, even before a pullback. And, you know, my stop loss would be right here. So it's a bit of an aggressive entry, but my stop is tight. You know, although that's still like a fairly big range. I think, you know, it's probably like a 30-cent range, which is pretty big, but it just looked really promising to me. So let's see, I get in. Yeah, I was thinking, so I think they were both at the same height. So I think as soon as I saw that 745 break, that's where I got in. I got filled at 750, a little high, but it was running up. That's why. So, and I'm only able to buy 2 shares at 8% of my buying power at that price. And then this thing pops up immediately. I also was looking at the spread. Like normally I would try to sell out at like 1R, although this thing did do it. So I might have to slap myself on the wrist for not doing that. But I was looking at the spread, and anytime you see one 1 minute candle go so far up in one candle, it can come back down just as quickly. So I wasn't that confident in letting this thing run too hard. So as soon as it popped up, I sold 1 share. And let's see, I got the notice for buying is still up. So I bought 2 shares at 750. Let's see where that first sell order got filled at 780. So just like that, I made 30 cents. Right, it was actually exactly 30 cents because I only sold 1 share. But to catch a 30-cent move in a matter of a few seconds, I mean, man, give me that every day. But that's not the way it's not the way it works. So now this thing's chopping around. It's coming back down. You know, my thing is once I sell for a profit, I sell if it comes right back down to my entry. So if I would have seen 750, I'd be out. So now I'm just watching this thing. But I'm also keeping an eye on the spread. Look at the spread. It's really, really big. It's going from 18 to 15. And I think we see a few more whips, no, maybe not. So yeah, once that candle peaks and then I see the red there, I decide to sell out just because of the spread is an indicator that the stock isn't that stable, and that you see there's like a 20-cent spread there. So we're at 785. That means it could come down to 765 in a split second. So that's why I sold out. I don't know if, really was that the right thing to do or not, but that's why I did that, because that spread scared me. So, and as far as what the stock did afterwards, it was definitely not the right thing to do. Look at how it just shot up to like 878 and then right back down to 834. So the same way that it just blew up like that, it could have come right back down. So I don't really feel that bad about, see that? It just came right back down to the very bottom of that candle. So I'm pretty happy with that trade. That was like the matter of maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds. And that was basically a $14 trade for, I guess, $15 exactly. $15, and I'll show you actually in my Webull account. $15 trade, and I made 64 cents on that. So what's the return? It's 4.26%. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'll take that every day. These are my day trades for the day right here. This is just a stock that I'm holding, so don't pay attention to that. So green on 3 and red on 2, but the reds are much smaller than the greens, so I'm happy with that. And if you look at my spreadsheet, I also, some of you guys might think this guy's crazy trading, like this for a few cents here and there. But what I'm doing, there's a couple of things here going on that you may not realize. So I'm practicing and testing out this new strategy, refining it as I go along. So I'm just looking to be green, more than I am red, and as I tweak this thing. So that's happening. That's already being accomplished as we speak. This month is almost over, and I'm still in the red. I have to update some of these numbers here, so these aren't really accurate anymore, and including this one here. But all the dollar amounts are all accurate. I calculated my average cost. It's not including this week, because this week isn't over, but the past 3 weeks, so all of November up till this week, my average cost per day, meaning this is how much I'm actually trading every day, is about $50, right? So you look at my buying power and you think, wow, this guy's only making this much money with that much buying power. That's a terrible return. Well, the reality is I'm only able to trade with about $50 each day because of the way a cash account works. You have to wait for your funds to settle, all that kind of stuff. So if this were, like a margin account, I could trade with all of that money plus maybe 4 times that amount if I was using leverage, which obviously you can't do with a cash account. But more than that, you can't even use all the cash in your cash account. And I'm okay with that. That's not what I'm getting at here. But what I'm getting at is that when you look at my returns and my gains, you have to have the perspective of, what it means to trade in a cash account. You can't compare this to guys that are trading with margin, that are trading, with tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they go in a trade and they sell and they immediately have access to that money again. I go into a trade and I sell, and that money is gone for 2 days. I can't use it again for 2 days. So that means that all I'm able to trade with every day, even with this much money, is about $50 a day. Maybe a little bit more now, because you can see I've been adding throughout the month. So that might go up toward the end of the month, maybe to 60 or 65, but we'll see. But anyway, when you calculate how much money I've made this month in profit versus the amount that I'm trading every day, that's a 7% return on how much money I'm trading with every day. So I know that still that's not like crazy impressive, but if I can get 7% every month, I'd be happy with that. Of course, I would love to have 10 or 20%. But first of all, I just want to be green every month, and green on the year for sure. 7% for the year. What is that? 70%, 84% altogether for the year. That would be a huge return. I would love for that to happen. So that's really what this is about. You can't really look at my buying power and say, well, I'm not really making enough money for this to make sense. You have to really look at my average cost that I'm trading with every day. And at the end of every month that's green, I am going to double that amount, by depositing. So let's say I make $4 this month. I'm going to put an additional $4 in, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but that's basically doubling my return for the month, so it helps the account grow that much faster. And let's, say like, so that means that the account is going to grow by $8 this month. And let's say next month I make $5 and then I double that, then the account grows by $10, so on and so forth. So the growth will be exponential if I can keep winning and keep up these green trades. So that's the plan. And just so you guys know, I'm not insane for trading this small amount. Look, I don't see the point of trading with more money while I'm still ironing things out and working on my strategy, because if I was losing money this month, it would be that much more money that I would be losing if I was trading with a lot of money. So that's it for today. I hope you guys traded well. I hope you guys made some money. And let me know in the comment section below how you've been doing this week. This is kind of a weird week, being Thanksgiving and everything. We're not going to have any trading on Thursday. Tomorrow is our last full trading day of the week. Friday is going to be a short day. The markets close at 1 p.m. I have no idea what's going to happen with the aftermarket, if there is going to be an aftermarket. I kind of feel like there isn't. If they're saying they're going to close at 1 p.m., that's probably going to be the end of trading for the day altogether. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, probably, with another 4 a.m. trade. So let's see what happens. Take care.